Hi students, hope you are enjoying all the four gas laws which are under the control, which are under the measurable properties of P, V, T and N. We also understood that when all these four conditions P, V, T and N are applied, then we get a very important equation known as ideal gas equation. Okay, how gas behaves under these four conditions. So once we come to know all these four measurable parameters are the properties, we will come to know in what state gas is. Okay, so but in today's session we are going to understand one more important law. It's not a law, it's called a opinion by the John Dalton. Okay, so related to the gaseous state of matter, and it is known as Dalton's law of partial pressure. Already we know gas exerts pressure due to the collision on the walls of the container. Okay. So when the two gases are there, for example, if gas is only one gas is there, whatever pressure is exerted, that is the pressure of the gas. By chance, in a container, if more than one, two, three, four, if many gases are there, if they are not reacting, okay, simply they are mixing, that time, what is the pressure created by that mixture of gases? That is the work of what? John Dalton, which comes under the topic Dalton's law of partial pressure. For example, if A and B are mixed two gases, okay, so A will give its own vapors and its pressure, and B will give its vapors and its pressure. Okay, so in the container there are two different kinds of pressures, one by A, one by the B. What is the total pressure? Total pressure is sum of the pressure exerted by the two gases. Okay, that is the Dalton's law of partial pressure. Okay, right. So far, we have assumed that all the gases we have been working with are pure. However, this is not true most of the time. Most gases we use are actually mixtures of several different elements or compounds. For example, air is a mixture. Okay, only whenever we require, we get a single or the pure gas. Otherwise, in our day-to-day life, we deal with mixture of gases. So to deal with this situation, we will examine the idea of partial pressure. Partial means what? It is a part of the total. Okay. If three are there, whatever pressure is given by one component of the out of three, that is called as the partial pressure of that component in a mixture. Okay, right. So here is the definition for partial pressure. The partial pressure of a gas is the pressure of each gas in a mixture. It is the pressure that gas would exert if it were by itself in the container. That means when alone that gas will be there, that time how much pressure it will give, same pressure is given by when it is in the mixture form. For example, alcohol and the water. Okay, separately you keep alcohol and separately you keep water in two separate beakers and note down their vapor pressure or the pressure created by those two liquids, alcohol and the water. Using the barometer, you can note down. Okay, then you mix both water and the alcohol. That time each gives their own pressures, which is called what? Partial pressure in the mixture. That time you measure it, you will come to know that the total pressure given by the mixture of alcohol and the water is equal to the pressure created by individual water liquid pressure. That is called partial pressure. That is the law. Okay, so partial pressure means what? It is the pressure exerted by individual water, gas, or the individual liquid. Okay, if it is the gas, it gives the pressure. Okay, right. Now in the mixture, how it will be? The total pressure in a container is the sum of the pressure each gas would exert if it were alone in the container. The total pressure is the sum of the partial pressure. For example, if I'm having 5 gases in the container, then that time total pressure is equal to pressure of the 1, pressure of the 2, pressure of the 3, 4 and 5. So mathematically how I should write? P total is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4 plus P5 if 5 components are there. It depends upon how many gases you are mixing. Okay, that's why I will write once again here. P total equal to what? P1 plus P2 plus P3 and so on till Pn. You can mix 2, 10, 20, 30 gases. Okay, but what the law says? The total pressure is the sum of the partial pressures of all those gases which are present in the container. Okay, air is approximately 80% nitrogen and 20% oxygen, which is a mixture. Okay, the two major components. Total air pressure is approximately 100 kilopascal. Okay, now what is the partial pressure of nitrogen out of 100 kilopascal? It is 80% of 100 kilopascal, which is equal to 80 kilopascal. In the same way, partial pressure of oxygen is what? 20 kilopascal. That means total pressure is 100 kilopascal of the air. In that, 80 kilopascal is the partial pressure of nitrogen and 20 kilopascal is the partial pressure of oxygen. Okay, so these partial pressures can be used to express the concentrations of reactants and products in chemical equilibria. That means if the in a chemical reaction, if the reactants are in the solid state or in the liquid state, that time we use the word concentration. How much you have taken, whether it is 1 molar, 2 molar. Okay, if the reactants are in the gaseous phase, for example, hydrogen gas is reacting to the oxygen gas to give the water vapor. So all are in the gaseous phase. That time, how to express their concentration? So when the reactants or the products are in the gaseous phase, that time we express their concentration in terms of what? Partial pressure. So the knowledge of partial pressure is very useful in expressing concentration, especially in the chemical equilibrium, so that whether it is going for the completion or reversible, all those knowledge we can attain. Okay, right. Now, one more knowledge of partial pressure we use where? When we prepare gas in the laboratory. Okay, so whenever we prepare gas in the laboratory, to study the property we have to collect it. So there are two methods of collecting the gas in the laboratory. What is one way? One way is upward displacement of air. If your gas is what? Heavier than water, heavier than air. By chance, if your whatever you are gas preparing in the laboratory, if it is lighter than air, that time this method will fail. That time what we will use? We will use downward displacement of water. So we will fill the gas jar with water so that whatever air is there, that is removed. Then whatever you have prepared the gas, that will you give connection to the delivery tube to the gas jar. That time when the gas enters, water comes out. So in this way, we collect the gas by the downward displacement of air. If the your gas is lighter than air, that time what happens? When we collect gas in the gas jar by this method, it comes via water. That means what? The gas will be mixed with water, and that water will use water vapor, and that water vapor creates some kind of pressure. That means whatever we are collecting the gas in the gas jar, it is not pure. It is gas with some amount of water vapor. Okay, and the pressure created by the water vapor in the mixture is called as what? Partial pressure of water. For that, one more word is here. It is called as aqueous tension. So what is tension here? So one more equivalent word we use for the pressure. Okay. So tension created, pressure created by the water vapor is called as what? Partial pressure of water or the aqueous tension. Okay. Now here he has collected oxygen gas in the gas jar. Okay. Now what is the total pressure? Total pressure equal to pressure of the gas. Which gas? Oxygen gas plus pressure of the water, which is called as aqueous tension. Now I want to calculate only pressure of the oxygen. The time what you transfer this one towards the other side. So pressure of the gas equal to total pressure minus aqueous tension of the water. So in this way you can calculate the either total pressure or pressure of the individual oxygen gas or the aqueous tension. So all these are very useful when we start the numerical examples. Okay, right. Now, these are the aqueous tensions of water or the partial pressure of the water at different temperature. So, increase in the temperature increase the pressure or the aqueous tension. That is, you see, at 273 this much, at 293 this much. You see, at 303.15 pressure is more. So, which pressure? Partial pressure of the water or aqueous tension of the water. So when the data is available, if you remove that one from the equation what we learned just now, so we will get either pressure of the gas or the total pressure. Okay, right. When we start numerical, so we will understand all these. Now timing, we will understand the theory part. Yeah. Now please here one more small equation we will conclude by using the knowledge of what? Dalton's law of what? Partial pressure. Let us consider that we are having a mixture of three gases, A, B, C, general gases. Okay, A gas, B gas, and C gas. Okay, so now what is the partial pressure of the A? It is Na by Na into RT by V. How I have done it? Using the PV equal to nRT. So PV equal to nRT. So P equal to what? P equal to nRT by V. So using that equation, so what is the pressure of A? It is Na RT by V. Of B, Nb RT by V. Of C, Nc RT by V. Now, according to the Dalton's law of partial pressure, what is the total pressure? Total pressure equal to partial pressure of A, of B, of C. So let us substitute the values PA value, PB value, and the PC value. Okay. So here RT by V is the common. Therefore, P total is equal to RT by V into bracket Na plus Nb plus Nc. Okay. Right. Now what I am doing? I am doing small rearrangement. I am dividing what? PA by P. What is PA? PA is here. What is P? P is here. Okay. So PA by P equal to this by this one here only. So here what happens? RT by V is common in the numerator and the denominator. So let's cancel those two. So after cancelling RT by V, what we get? PA by P equal to Na by Na plus Nb plus Nc. What is N here? N is the amount of gas in terms of moles. So that means what is Na? It is the number of moles of A. So what this total expression indicates? Na by Na plus Nb plus Nc indicates what? It is the mole fraction of A. Please recall first chapter. Okay. So mole fraction of A in the mixture equal to moles of A by moles of the mixture. Okay. Therefore, Na upon Na plus Nb plus Nc equal to mole fraction of A. Therefore, what I write here? So Pa by P equal to mole fraction of A. Right. So here is the equation. Pa equal to now what is Pa equal to? By cross multiplication, Pa equal to mole fraction of A into total pressure of the mixture. In the same way, we can do for the PV also. So PV equal to what? XB into P and PC equal to what? X into P. So in general, partial pressure of any gas in a mixture is equal to its mole fraction. Okay. Then its mole fraction into total pressure. So out of the three, if you know the two, aramse we can calculate the third one. Okay. So today what we learnt? We learnt an important law known as what? Dalton's law of partial pressure and some important formulae and the equations, so that these equations we use in our forthcoming numericals. So let's wind up today's session, and tomorrow we'll go for some other part of the states of matter. So till then, keep thinking on the Dalton's law of partial pressure, and please go for the recapitulation of states of matter, which is very useful for today's discussion. Okay. Till then, have a nice time and bye.